My speech is going to be quite a bit different to Jamie's speech, as I was under the impression that the best man speeches were meant to be a bit funny. Hi everyone, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Danny, Bradley's cousin, and I'll start by saying how honoured I am that Brad and Jordan asked me to be part of their wedding as joint best man. Since Brad asked me to be his best man and do a speech, I became really worried, nervous and anxious about the whole thing, because I'm not great at public speaking. I always mispronounce my worms. Writing a speech is not an easy task, and with Phil and Jamie going before me, I knew they was going to be hard acts to follow, and I was right. I couldn't follow a word of them. Before I go any further into my speech, I would just like to say how great all the bridesmaids look this evening, only to be upstaged by Jordan, as you all agree, looks stunning, whereas Brad, who just looks a bit stunned. No, really, Brad, it's great to see you got in shape for today. It's just a shame the shape you chose was a circle. No, Brad, honestly, it's nice to see you looking so smart today, and even better to see you in a shirt that fits. Me and Brad have been friends for 20 years now, but I've actually known him for 27 years. We didn't always get on as we do now. I think the reason for that was he was always better than me on a computer game. We would take turns until we lost the life, pass the controller over to the next person. Obviously, Brad would be playing for ages before dying, and it was my go, and of course get killed within seconds. Only to wait another 20 minutes for my next turn. But I drew the line when he was younger and wanted to start playing with Warhammer. There's not nearly a day that goes by where we don't talk or see each other, so I guess you can say he's grown out of his FIFA and Tomb Raider years. I was actually in the bringing together of Brad and Jordan after being a third wheel at a camping trip to Mersey, and people were starting to worry about Brad's sexuality. He decided to place an advert on Facebook himself, and I quote, "wife hunting." As Jordan was the first to reply and matched all the criteria, a relationship had begun. So I can guess you can say that their internet dating was a success. I'm glad to see that he's built a strong relationship with Jordan, unlike building of his front wall outside his house, which can only be described as shocking. Although Brad and Jordan have not always seen eye to eye, caused by the fact that Jordan's a lot taller than him. Planning a wedding has been a very stressful and testing time, and put people through a lot, especially Jamie. He was put through the hedges and the garage door. No, really, there's been a lot of stressful times, one being finding Bradley a shirt, because most suit shops supply shirts for people who have necks. On a serious note, there's been many occasions where I'd be lost without Brad's help and support, and he'd always be there for me throughout anything, and for that I'm truly thankful, so cheers. What you and Jordan have both done towards this wedding is fantastic. As you will all agree, thought and effort gone in today has shone through. I've got so many happy memories in this garden, growing up, playing in the garden, and today has just added to them. Brad, I'm sorry you had to be subjected to a couple of uncomfortable, awkward and cringy moments that make your stomach turn. I guess it's just like Jordan's evening tonight in the honeymoon suite. As my speech is nearly finished, I'd just like to take a moment's rest and hand the mic to Maria, who just wants to say a few words. No, I'm only joking. It gives me great pleasure to invite you all to stand and raise your glasses one more time to the new Mr. and Mrs. Cross. I wish Brad, Jordan, Frankie and Bella all the health and happiness in their lives. To Brad and Jordan. Cheers.